Hello, welcome to lesson 5. Today we are going to be creating table inside our database. Last time we created a database called Meg, and if we looked at the left side of our page, now we have the Meg there. So now once we create table inside the Meg, so what do? We just click on Meg, which is the database we created, so that we can access the database using the database so that we can now create our table. And I said we are going to be starting with the message table. That's what we are going to create. If I open this my notepad file, you can see it here. I just have message feed, and the feed I have there is just only this text, but I said ID must be attached to it always and always. So I'm going to attach this to it. So I'm going to create the table called message. So then the number of column is going to be 2 actually, so I'm creating 2 columns. Then at the right side of it here, I'll just click on the go, and it is going to create 2 feeds for me, and this is it. We have 2 feeds. It opens these 2 feeds for me, so this is where I'll go. So the first feed I'm going to put ID, and the second feed I'm going to put text. Then the ID actually is going to be an integer because it's number, so it's going to be an integer, so I'll leave it at int. Then the text is going to be something like a text or a variable character. Text or variable character, but I prefer using the variable character because this one has more value that can be added. Variable character is more better. Then for the length, I'm going to put 11. Always put 11 for the ID. That means it's going to take about billions of records. But for the text now, I'm going to look at how many character, text, message that I am looking at that somebody can type in here as a message. So maybe I'll just say 250 character. That's what we type. Then one thing that happens that you do when you are creating a table, very, very important. You are going to make one of the field the primary key. In a database, when you are creating a table, there must be a primary key on every table that you create. And also I will also advise you to be using the ID as the primary key, but you can use any part as the primary key, but the ID should be what you be used. Is how that table is being referenced. So what we are going to do now, this ID now, which is in the index part of it, I'm going to come to this place. I will now make it primary. Then this AI that we have here, this AI means auto increment, so I'm going to check it so that anytime if items is entering this table, is going to automatically be giving them number and so as such. So that's just it. Once I do that, that's just okay for me. Then I'll just click on save. Clicking on save at the bottom right will just create this table message. So I'll click on it. Then what we'll see that the table message will now be below here. So you can see it say the message has been created. So I'm waiting for him to appear, and we'll see it getting to this point appear. Then now I have a message table here which we have just created. So thank you for watching this tutorial. So next time on the tutorial, we are going to be creating this other table admin, which will use the username and password there. Thanks for watching. See you in our next lesson.